What was your "it can't be that easy, it was that easy" moment in your life? Lived in Jersey and a friend invited me to a commercial audition at a Nick bar. Went because a bar. Auditioned after 2 beers. Left thinking it was a waste of time. A month later, I get a call that they want to use me for the commercial. Director was the guy who directed the original Space Jam. I got lines and ended up in 2 of their commercials and got a $40K payday where I thought someone made a clerical error. Started my acting career and now a writer-director flight attendant, fixing clogged drains. Started out because my sink drain plug wouldn't stay up. Poked around under the sink and found the pop-up rod had rusted completely through and broken. Cost me $5 for a new one at the plumbing supply store next to where I worked at the time. Took 5 minutes to figure out how to swap, and now I know how sink and shower drains come apart, which makes unclogging them simple. Maybe it's just me, but in my brain it seemed like that was something I'd have to call up me unclog, but it's all remarkably simple. Suing someone in small claims. It was surprisingly easy because my case was rock solid and I had a professionally printed document of evidence, witness statements, and precise records sent over to the court, while the defendant did literally nothing but send unlabeled loose printouts of my Facebook page as her so-called evidence. Worked on an almost $5 million lighting rig for a concert as a junior guy on the job. We get it all plugged in and patched, but none of it would turn on. All the guys were freaking out trying to figure out why. The team collectively had about 150. No one checked row C if the generators were turned on. I was like, no way, this is why, but I'll just go check if the generators are good. Flipped stuff on in Viola. I've hated every job I've ever had. At 18 I joined the military for 6 years, that sucked the whole time, then went into customer service at Walmart, and they were a bunch of assholes to everyone. Tried security and they were just degrading. Job after job doing what I thought was the right thing. I decided to apply for a local HVAC company, just working call center, nothing big. I think there are a total of 9 of us on phones. Honestly, it's the best job I've ever had. Spend hours a day on our group chat sharing memes. Our management has one-on-one meetings every 2 weeks, with the goal of this meeting is not work related, but we want to know just how you're doing, how's life treating you, what do you need. There's constant communication about expectations and how we can better meet them, and how they can help us perform better. The majority of the company's profits are used to better employee lives. I get monthly commission and residuals, and $30 a month healthcare with BCBS, along with monthly potlucks, paid lunches, competitive pay starting at $17 an hour. I haven't seen any turnover, literally none. My position was only hiring found a 60 TV by the dumpster. Plugged it in, didn't turn on. Looked up common problems with the model number, bought a part on eBay for $20, replaced part, had a huge TV. Edit. Wow, that is many upvotes. I didn't even know Reddit gave trophies for best comment A, and I'm kinda confused why I got it for fixing a TV. Anyways, so fun to hear about everyone's similar experiences. Let's all keep fixing shit that turns out to be $20 or less with minimal effort from not being shit. I was recently looking for an apartment, and rent in my city, like most cities currently, is outrageous, so after 3 days of looking I found this 2-bedroom apartment with a price that normally would get you a roach-infested 1-bedroom studio shithole in a bad part of town. But these apartments look nice, they're in a good part of town. The reviews online are all positive. I can't figure out the catch. Then I see there is a year-long wait list for this place, but I'd office, and after talking to the property manager, I get bumped to the top of the list for an apartment that becomes available next month. I keep waiting for the bottom to drop out. Most people spend months looking for places in my city, and they'd be paying a third more than I'm paying at a minimum for a similar place. I looked for 3 days and found this place, but I think I just got lucky. I had a loose hinge on my door. It kind of drove me crazy for 3 years, but I had no idea how to fix the wood that had been stripped. Then I found a product on Amazon for $10 where you shove on a sleeve, break it off, and then screw in the new screws. Bought 2 new hinges that don't squeak. Took about 10 minutes and cost $20, and it's no longer a problem. Edit. Product is called Screw It Again. About $10 for 10 of them on Amazon. Edit. Thank you for all the tips about using Mac. For months, I had been applying for tons of jobs on every platform I could find. Talking to friends to get critiques on my resume cover letter. Updating my online portfolio. Then one day a recruiter messaged me out of the blue on LinkedIn and basically handed me a dream job. It was one interview and then a call to say, hey, you're hired. I legitimately thought it was a scam right up until my first day of deciding to stop dealing with my life going in no direction after leaving a career that I went to college for a decade prior. I had something in the back of my mind for a long time that I wanted to do. I finally couldn't take the feeling of being stuck, so I applied to a local community college to take some prerequisites and started class less than 2 weeks later. I am pretty sure I cried once I did it because the relief of finally having some direction again and of me. I could literally feel the change in my body once I registered. When I started my ad medication, I never knew how life could be and how easy it was to just get up and do stuff. Changed my life for the better, and I've managed to turn so many things around. Can't believe it took me 18 years to get diagnosed. Edit. I am super happy to answer any questions, but there's so many here, so if anyone would like to message, I'm happy to have a chat, and thanks for all the love. I hope you all get to find your medication that can make life seem like it's on easy mode. The power steering failed on my Acura. My local Acura dealership wanted to charge me well over $1,000 to fix it. I bought a power steering pump off Amazon for $70 and found a YouTube video that explained how to fit it. I don't have any car maintenance experience, but it only took a couple of hours to do the job myself, and it worked. Thank you for watch.